Welcome to the ComicFest 2017. So this is Sheldon Daljitsingh as RoboCop.
Okay, we are here now with Sheldon Daljitsingh, a passionate cosplayer here. So Sheldon here is in his RoboCop suit, right? The traditional RoboCop suit. So Sheldon, could you let us know what inspired you to do cosplay?
Well, it was back in 2012 or 13. I was at a convention, a comics convention, and I saw people in costumes. And, you know, it really inspired me, like, the kind of techniques that they use, because I've always been a guy who, like, admire crafting and stuff. And I got into it, and I discovered that I really love the making of things, more so the costume, because of the nostalgia that comes with it. But I feel really more passionate about the crafting aspects, the techniques that you use, discovering new ways, using what you have, and then sharing it with others.
Okay, Sheldon, can you let us know, since you started cosplay to the present time, how about the progress of cosplay locally?
On the whole,
Yes, generally speaking.
from where it started, there was like a small group audience. You know, everybody was kind of like, they knew each other. So everybody was like, they just mixed and matched, and we just hung around together. And then as the conventions got bigger, I realized that the cosplay circle has gotten a lot larger with it. Of course, there are good and there are bad, but you know, if you're doing this, and part of the community is that it's, at the end of the day, we all love this, you know, and every community has friction in it. You know, that's just unnatural, that's just human nature. But I still support, and I love the fact that everybody at the end of the day comes out and they do what they love. So the community has gotten bigger and it's growing bigger, and I think that's a very good thing to see.
Can you give advice to anyone who would like to come into cosplay?
The best advice I would give is that slow and steady wins the race. You may look at a costume as an outsider, and you may judge that person. That is something I've seen happen before. But until you step into it, you pass that door, and you start using your hands, and you realize the limitations that you have in the knowledge and in the making aspect. You know, you need to have one foot on the ground. Don't look at a costume and think, yeah, that person, I think I could do better than that. That's a really poor attitude to have, and I've seen it a couple of times, and it really makes me disappointed, because you could come around now and somebody's going to judge you the same way. Instead, respect the fact that the person stepped up. It takes a lot of courage to put on a costume and walk around in public with, and it will actually make you a much better person, a lot more braver. Cosplay changed my life in a lot of positive ways. I'm grateful for the people that I've met along the way, my own personal development. So the best advice I'll give is slow and steady. The smallest amount of progress is still progress at the end of the day.
Okay, thank you, Sheldon, for your advice on anyone who is willing to come into this hobby.
Voted number 1. It goes to Mr. Sheldon Daljitsingh.
All right.
RoboCop. Sheldon. So you can make your way on stage. And when you get up there, Nelson the Castro is going to join you. And in the scenario that he doesn't give you your prize, you can feel free to arrest him. However, I do believe that Nelson, you've drawn RoboCop before many times. So, Sheldon, if you try to arrest them, I'm pretty sure he can erase you. So congratulations, Sheldon.
Give it up for this guy. How amazing is it?
Fantastic job done on your costume.
Thank you for your great costume and protecting open trust. Give it up for this guy.